Hello everyone, my name is Melbert Estiva Obeja and I am continuing the topic of Miss Coriba which is entitled Teaching Prose and Dramatic Prose. So now, I am going to discuss to you the comprehending prose. So first, let's define what is prose. So according to the definition, prose is derived from the Latin expression prosa or ratio. So let's be mindful on the quoted words. So it means literally straightforward or direct speech. So asking ourselves what is prose, so it gives us a hint, no? So that we can define what is prose all about, or what is the meaning or the definition of prose. So it means straightforward or direct speech. So the best way to define prose is it can be a style of writing or speaking done in a straightforward, conversational manner rather than poetic. So in this case, prose is a speaking done in a straightforward way, so rather than poetic. So in a simple term, prose is a straightforward or in a direct way ang iyang pag-deliver o pag-convey sa message. Hindi siya mamatter sa poetic na way. Furthermore, prose as a piece of writing, it is a continuous piece which uses sentences and paragraphs that sounds similar to ordinary and natural flows of speech, which may or may not be creative. So, prose, it sounds like you are having a conversation. So the role of or the purpose of prose is to deliver the message or to convey the message in a natural way or in a straightforward way, so that the message could relay in a straightforward way. So hindi niya gusto ng paligoy-ligoy, gusto niya in a direct way niya ma-deliver yung message. So it can be any language that follows regular grammatical conventions without any metrical structures. So writing prose is conveying an idea, delivering information, or telling a story. Since prose is often in conversational tone, it helps build rapport and familiarity with readers and allows readers to follow to the story and its characters. So this is important to understand what is prose. It's because it can help also to build rapport, then familiarity with readers, and allow the readers to connect to the story and its characters. So this is very crucial for us since we are having a program that are connected to us. So as teachers, as future educators, so we need to understand what prose really is. Next is understanding prose and its elements can help learners become better readers. So it also emphasizes the elements of the prose that can help the learners to become a better readers. So it develops learners' comprehension ability, acquire new vocabulary, and improve macro skills. So it also develops the comprehension ability. It's because you understand well the prose, so it can develop also your comprehension ability. And also because of reading, you can also acquire new vocabulary. So for example, you're reading a novel, so you can encounter several unfamiliar words while reading the novel. So for example, you encountered unfamiliar words, so it can trigger your curiosity. So with that, you are able to search what is the meaning of that word that is unfamiliar to you. So and also it improve macro skills, the listening, speaking, writing, reading, and viewing. So here are the examples of prose. So it includes the essays, memoirs, short stories, novels, also dialogues, speeches, diaries, books, and newspaper. So there are several examples of prose, but I included these examples so that we can understand really well the prose. So another example. So to really understand what prose is, so I compared the prose into the poetry. So let's compare it. So the prose, it contains ordinary language and has a natural flow, while the poetry, it uses a rhyming or metrical scheme. And also sa prose, features regular rhythm, grammar, and punctuation. Then sa poetry, features similes, symbolism, and metaphors. And it in prose, it used in short stories, novels, and essays. While in poetry, follows a specific type of structure. So with this, we can differentiate the between prose and poetry. So what are their differences? So it is clear that the prose uses only a natural flow of the language, and also the grammar, there are grammar proper in using the grammar. And also sa poetry, it uses rhyming metrical scheme, and also yung mga matatalinghagang salita like or mga symbols or mga metaphors. So why prose is important? So prose is meant for language learning and comprehension development, because when reading prose, learners develop their reading skills. Yes, indeed. And also they can acquire new words, expand vocabulary knowledge and structures, just like what I said earlier, na nakakatulong yung prose para mag-expand yung vocabulary nila, and also they can acquire new words and improve their reading skills. And also it promote proficiency in the language macro skills. So kagaya kanina, and studying and learning prose not only develops students' language ability, but also their reading comprehension ability as well. So when you are reading prose, if you can understand what really mean by prose, so it can develop your comprehension ability. So your comprehension will enhance, and also you can comprehend anything you want. It's because you understand what prose really means. So to understand more what prose is, so let us deepen our discussion. So to really understand what prose is, when you search further for its meaning, you would come across the word prosaic. So mindful of the quoted word. So prosaic means unromantic and lacking of beauty and imagination. So from the definition, prose is unromantic and lacking of beauty and imagination. So with that, we can identify the prose by this definition. It's because simple lang naman talaga yung prose. Gusto niya lang talaga is ma-convey yung message in a straightforward way or in a direct way. So para hindi siya gusto ng mga paligoy-ligoy pa o mga kuskus balungos. Ang gusto lang talaga ni prose is ma-relay yung message straightforward. So another way of understanding prose is looking at its structure. So prose is made up of sentences and paragraph taken together to express one idea or unit. Comprehension of prose, whether oral or written, involves considerably more than understanding the meanings of individual words and sentences. So, with that, it is important that we need to know what prose really is. So, with that, we can consider the understanding of meanings of the individual words and sentences. So next one, here is the other example. So taken from the reference in the book. So as we can see, there are two figures that we can see. So first is the in the left side and also in the right side. So entitled The Old Car, and in the right side entitled Old Car. So as we can see, we can in a first glare we can see that which is the prose and which is the poetry. It's because si prose is in a natural way lang talaga siya nagko-convey ng message. Hindi siya nagmamatter ng mga structure or mga metric scales or mga metric structures. So unlike sa poetry, it uses a lines, stanzas, and also structures to convey message. So unlike sa prose, it deliver the message straightforward or in a direct way. And also, the language has to be clear and precise, straightforward, logical from beginning to end. It requires one to understand how the ideas expressed in one sentence are related to ideas expressed in other sentences. So it should be clear and precise, and also straightforward. That is the key word. So unlike poetry, which is composed of lines and rhythmic patterns expressed in a free-flowing, full of feeling and imaginative manner, prose is characterized by a continuous, spontaneous flow of the speaker's or writer's emotions and feelings. So prose is characterized by a continuous, spontaneous flow of the speaker's or writer's emotions and feelings. So si prose kasi, nagiging komportable yung mga speakers or writers sa kanya. It's because they can convey the message or the ideas or feelings in a straightforward way. With that, the writers or the speakers can easily convey the message what they are conveying. So next, another example of prose, comparison in a poetry and verse. So parang kanina lang din na example. So dito sa in prose, we can see a tight grammar. So while in poetry and verse, so it is a free feeling way. So kung ano yung gusto ng writer, so yun yung nasusunod. So it has rhythm, rhyme, and also lacks grammar. So si prose, it is a literary device where most writers are comfortable when conveying ideas or feelings. So yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, nagiging komportable yung mga writers or speakers kay prose. It's because they can convey the message in a straightforward way. So as future teachers, as English language and literature, we must have a clear understanding about the form and content of prose and dramatic prose. So we can effectively design our instruction to ensure that students are taught the skills of reading and develop their ability to speak and write in English correctly and fluently. So yes, indeed, as a future teachers, we must equip ourselves in understanding about the form and content of prose and dramatic prose so that we can effectively design our instruction, our materials that the students need to uh, develop. For example, the skills and also the fluently in English, and it's a whole matters. So prose is really important to us, not only the students but for us, so that we can convey a message, convey the ideas, feelings, and also it can benefit ourselves and also the students. So once again, I am Melbert Estiva Obeja, your reporter for today. Thank you.